No, but how did this one come about?
No, I just I knew that they had a daycare center, and it was kind of back. I talked to them about it probably, 2 or 3 months ago, and it was while their son's going through chemo, and so I thought, oh my gosh, what if I could help them? And I asked if they'd heard about it, and they said, well, we've already been told 3 times we didn't qualify because during COVID we made money, we profited and stayed open, and because it was a daycare center and everyone had to go to work with doctors and
Yeah.
childcare. So I was like, well, give it one more chance. It's free to find out. What's the worst that could happen? They tell you no, or the best that could happen is you qualify. So they were going through a lot, so I didn't push it. And Soleil actually texted me and was like, hey, congratulations. And I didn't know what she was talking about until I saw it. But yeah, I guess they finally went in and decided to see if they qualify. And
so you plan to see. So think about this real quickly. You said if son is going through chemo, they're gonna qualify because I don't care if they had. I was talking to one of Joseph's guys yesterday. The gross sheet client has nothing to do with it. If they were in a daycare center, those kids had to switch rooms or put on mat. There was a million reasons how they got disrupted.
Yeah.
You realize that on the low end, they're going to get back $567,000 tax free, and their son's going through chemo. Do they have the rest of the money to cover that difference? Can they get them the best care? $500,000 can get that kid the best care on the planet. Guys, I wasn't going to call on you until I saw you pop on. I saw your screen come on. Are you kidding me right now? It's not. Dude, do you hear what she just said? And then what's even crazier is the fact that she gave him the link a while ago. She didn't even know that they freaking filled the link out until someone else on our team told him. Dude, God is moving in a powerful way. That right there, freaking, golly, that's crazy. That's the low end. If they get the 10% interest, they could get close to $800,000 back. What if the kid's going to a county hospital or some crap? I don't know if that's where the kids go, but what if now they go to get the best doctor at the Mayo Clinic? You guys kidding me right now? Because Amy said, oh, you should try this. Oh, who knows? It didn't work the other 3 times, but it might work this time. I promise you they're going to qualify. The reason they said they can't qualify is incorrect. That's crazy. You're going to save that kid's life. That's nuts. Holy Toledo. See, this is my problem. I get off subject because I get these things happen and I just dive in and I can't stay locked in. Did anyone else hear that story? That's crazy. You didn't even know they even applied for it. That's even crazier.
You notice what she said? The first thing she said is, I wanted to see if there's a way I could help them.
Dude, it's a great way to help them. Dude, could you imagine what they're going through? Could you imagine? That's crazy. How old's the kid?
The employee retention tax credit. One of the things we put in place during COVID, again, a bipartisan piece of that legislation, which I think was well intended to make sure that folks, that employers kept people on during COVID rather than having to put them on unemployment. As I shared with you, there are a number of businesses in Virginia, and I imagine this is probably the case in other states as well, where there's been a backlog. They can't get clarity. They're not getting these tax credits, which I think they deserve. And since these were businesses that did, from a policy standpoint, what I think we all thought was the right thing by keeping folks employed during that period, can you update us on the overall ERC backlog and where we stand?
I can. We were resolving about 20,000 of these employee retention credits a week. Using overtime and any downtime where the phones aren't up, moving people to do it. Every resource, it's an all hands on deck situation. Post this filing season, now that we can reset the staff, I think we can maybe double per week the amount of refund of credits that we're processing. So that's the action that we're taking.
The great answer, but I also took away the fact that you're going to double per week the number of these that are dealt. How many are being, how much the backlog is being taken care of on a weekly basis?
20K.
20K. So
20K a week.
We can look at 40K a week going
That's
forward.
the hope.
Okay.
That's what I've asked the team
You
to
just
do.
said it on the record. So